I'm back here with the second of 3 videos about air tools. In the first video we took a look at some framing tools that we use a lot. In the second one here we're going to take a look at a finish gun, 2 staplers and a brad nailer that we use often. We have from left to right a Senco stapler, the SNS 41. Next there is another stapler, it's the Senco Sks Xp. It's a 1/4 inch crown. Next to that is another Senco. As you can tell, we're big on Senco here. It's the Finish Pro 42 XP. And out there in front, the little guy, that is a brad nailer. It's the Hitachi Nt 50AE2. So this right here is the SNS 41 crown stapler. The staples are a 7/16 crown and they're 1 to 2 inches long. Great for fencing, lathing, floor sheathing, that kind of thing. About 5.5 pounds, runs roughly 180 bucks. It has a handy clearing mechanism right here in front. This kind of hurts your fingers to undo, but just there you go. So you can basically open this up, take the bent nail out or whatever it's going on, and you put it back together. And there you go. I believe that you can change the direction of the exhaust here, but there is a little screw that you have to, and a little hex bolt you have to undo. You might want to double check, I can't quite remember if this is accurate. It takes 16 gauge staples, 1 to 2 inches long. To load it up, basically retract the slide, insert your staples right here, and there we go, and then you are in business. You do have to oil this puppy, a couple of drops, before each job. Fairly light, works well. No issues, so we use this quite a bit. Next up is another Senco, and this is the Sks Xp, and the red top I believe means it has like a 5-year warranty. This one is a 1/4 inch crown stapler by 7/8 long to 1.5 inches long. Runs about 275, also 5.5 pounds. It is oilless, which is really nice. Supposedly it has only like 2 moving O-rings in it. I have to say that the tools that were made in the 70s and 80s, I much prefer those because they were basically a solid block of aluminum, and Senco used to make repair kits for them. But you can now, for the old ones, you cannot buy kits anymore, so you're basically forced to buy new ones. And I know that some tool repair shops will still rebuild the guns, but with labor rates, especially here around the San Francisco Bay Area, they are so high that sadly enough it is almost cheaper to simply buy a new gun. So this too, like the other one, has a way to clear your any kind of jam you might have going on. And what else is there to say about it? Not much, other than it works great. Here too. Retract the slide, drop in your staples, and yeah, then what? Drop in your staples, and boom, there you go. Next up here is our finish gun. Whoa! And right here, this is the Senco Finish Pro 42 XP. It works great. Comes with a little rubber booty here so that you don't mar your fine woodwork. It takes nails 1.25 inches by 2.5 inches, 15 gauge shank diameter. Fairly simple. You can feed the nails in the back, retract this, and let it go, and there you go. You're in business. And it has a adjustable exhaust, like many of the other guns do that I showed. This too is oilless, great feature, like it a lot. It's pretty light. Let's see here, this guy weighs about, no, not that light actually. This weighs 9 pounds, costs about 200 bucks, which is, pretty decent deal. I did notice in using it that the tip of it, you have to have it sort of depressed and kind of in the right angle somehow. Sometimes it doesn't want to fire. I don't know if it is specific to just this individual model or if it's something that happens with all of them, but there's something that you might want to try out when you first buy it, and if something is wrong with it, that you can return it. It has a very handy little screw adjustment that you can just roll with your thumb to get the depth adjustment dialed in the way that you want it. And don't know what else to say about it other than that it works great, and it is obviously or its use is obvious. Finish gun, you know, trim, baseboards, moldings, these kinds of things. All right, finally, this little baby guy, this is the Hitachi Nt 50AE2. 5/8 to 2-inch 18 gauge brads it'll shoot. This one too has a little exhaust diverter. Very lightweight, only 55 bucks. Apparently it's very popular. We have used it some, not a lot, but so far it's worked great. It is very light, very lightweight. I'm not quite sure. There's a fair amount of plastic in it. I'm sure the housing is aluminum. I think if you do it, you know, use it with some care and not drop it like you can easily do with framing nailers, it should last a while. And for 55 bucks, you know, what do you want? So there's this. One thing I forgot to mention about the finish nailer. So none of these tools have a built-in hook like the Senco framing nailer does. For the Senco finish nailer, it comes with this hook that has a belt clip right there, or right there. So you can basically just clip it on your belt and then you can hang the tool off of it. And of course this thing is, you can use it almost for any tools. I mean, for example, this little finish nailer, you could also simply hang it, here we go, hang it off the hook. So, all right, that's it for the finish tools. So this concludes our video about finish nailers. In the next video, we'll take a look at some air compressors and miscellaneous tools that come in handy at our job sites. See you at the third video.